In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to enable or show Pivot Table Editor in Google Sheets. If you are working with data in Google Sheets and want to quickly summarize, organize, or analyze that information, a pivot table is one of the most useful tools available. The good news is that opening the Pivot Table Editor is very simple. And in this walkthrough, I'll show you exactly how to do it so you can start building your pivot table right away. To begin, open your Google Sheets file and locate the data you want to use. The first thing you need to do is highlight your source data. Make sure you select the full range that contains the information you want included in the pivot table. This usually means selecting all the relevant rows and columns, including headers if your dataset has them. Taking a moment to confirm your selection is important because the pivot table will be built based on this range. Once your data is highlighted, move to the top menu in Google Sheets. Click Insert and then choose Pivot Table from the drop-down menu. This tells Google Sheets that you want to create a pivot table using the data you just selected. If you don't see the editor yet, don't worry, because it appears after the pivot table is created. Next, Google Sheets will ask where you want the pivot table to be placed. You'll usually have two options, creating it on a new sheet or placing it in an existing sheet. If you want a clean workspace, choosing a new sheet is often the easiest option. If you prefer to keep everything in one place, you can choose an existing sheet instead. After selecting the option that works best for you, click Create. As soon as the pivot table is created, the Pivot Table Editor will automatically open in the right-hand sidebar. This is the panel you'll use to build and customize your pivot table. From there, you can begin adding rows, columns, values, and filters, depending on how you want to summarize your data. So if your goal was simply to enable or show the Pivot Table Editor, this is exactly how you do it. Create a pivot table from your selected data, and the editor will appear automatically on the right side. If the sidebar doesn't appear right away, it can help to click anywhere inside the pivot table, since that often brings the editor back into view. This makes it easier to continue editing without starting over. Thanks for watching.